Hi guys, it's Dr. Hardy, your pediatric obesity expert. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to continue my discussion on bloated bellies in kids. So in my first part, we talked about lactose intolerance as a very common cause of bloated belly in kids. And, I talked about going through a 5-part series about it, but now I think I'm changing my mind. I think I'm going to just blow through, no pun intended, poop, like a blowout. I think I'm just going to blow through some other causes, and then in my next video get down to the nitty gritty, of what is really going on. So, these videos are for the most common things, but like I said, that processed food part, that's mainly the culprit for all the others. So after you go through these, things, then you think about processed foods. And many kids who have elevated BMIs are eating a ton of processed foods. So I think you all will benefit from seeing the next part of this series. So that will be part 3. So in this part 2, other reasons for bloated belly could be constipation. Lots of kids look full all the time, distended, and they just cannot pass their stool. Or when they do pass their stool, they're just little small amounts. They're dry, small pellets, like rabbit-like pellets. And once they get a good clean out with some like Miralax, they tend to do better. And of course, when you start moving your gut, you get hungrier, you're more active, you're not as sluggish, and so this is an opportunity to start incorporating some healthier foods, foods with high in fiber as well as more water. A little trick that I like for kids who are really constipated or who have something called encopresis, where they leak stool around a big ball of stool that can't come out, and so they leak little stool in their underwear and things like that, is giving the Gatorade mixed with Miralax or polyethylene glycol if you got it from your doctor. So yes, it's a little trick. A lot of PGI doctors do it as well. But you can, put the scoop, that 17 grams and 8 ounces of fluid, shake it up, and then you can take half of that and half a Gatorade, so like 4 ounces of the mixture and 4 ounces of Gatorade, and mix that up and see how that goes as well. It might take a little longer, but they do pretty well. And I always say when you are treating constipation to always start on a Friday or a day where you're going to be home or that person will be out of work or school, because you just don't know how it's going to hit you. So you want to be in a place that if you have to run to the toilet, it's there to run to. So especially with kids, I recommend starting gradually with the Miralax. So like I said, mixing that mixture, 17 grams and 8 ounces of fluid. And if you don't mix it with the Gatorade, I usually say give 1 ounce twice a day from that mixture, 2 ounce twice a day, then 3 ounce each day, go up until you have regular stools. So to wrap it up, and to talk about 5 causes of bloated belly in kids is the lactose intolerance. I just spoke about constipation. There's irritable bowel syndrome. There's celiac disease, or a gluten intolerance. And I guess I have to add the swallowed air. That's usually in infants and babies. They're drinking the bottle and the bottle's not propped properly at a proper angle. So those babies want to have the bottle angled where the milk actually covers the entire nipple. So if it's at an angle and you can see air in the nipple, you want to tilt it up just a little bit more so they're not swallowing air. And usually those babies have a lot of gas. I give some methicone drops for that, and all kinds of different burping techniques for that. But once it's resolved with the simethicone, they usually do well if the parents start being more mindful of the angle of the bottle. So I'm going to wrap up this video, and the next video we're going to get into the nitty-gritty about bloated bellies and what you can do about it to get your child's belly down.